everyone, and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I am your host, Stan Rattan, and this is a blue-collar wine show where I help you spend your wine dollars wisely. Hey, Muscadet, Part 1. We're going to talk about a white wine from the Loire Valley in France that I think oftentimes get overlooked. I know I have probably about 3 in the store, my set, 3 or 4 in my set, and they don't move quickly, although we live in a shellfish community. That sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? Mussels, clams, oysters, they're prominent here, and I think Muscadet is fabulous with shellfish. Of course it is. Muscadet is located in the western part of the Loire Valley near the city of Nantes, and the vineyards are concentrated mostly in the south and east of that city of Nantes. It's a key appellation in the Pays Nantais region of the Loire Valley. And Muscadet, we're going to do this in 2 parts because I didn't really want to do 4 Muscadet in one episode. And I think it's kind of fun because I like talking about wines that people don't often go to. These are what I wouldn't call go-to wine. Most people, when they're thinking shellfish, mussels, clams, oysters, oftentimes you know the wines that maybe you do as well. Sauvignon Blanc is huge. People will go to the Sauvignon Blanc from France called Sancerre, which is in the Loire Valley on the other side. Sancerre, which is very popular with shellfish, that sort of thing. But Muscadet is less expensive than many, and right in the category, I think both of these are in the category of many of the Sauvignon Blanc that people buy with shellfish. What I like most about Muscadet is very dry. People might think, I wonder if it's related to Muscat. Well, it's not, and you can tell as soon as you drink it. Muscat is sweeter. These are very dry, bone-dry wines. I love them. I've always loved them. Problem with the Muscadet, I guess, in the 70s and 80s, it got really popular in the UK, and they started producing more quantity than quality. Well, they've now come back to the quality side of production, so there you go. There's 4 appellations in Muscadet. Muscadet itself, Côte de Grandelou, Côte de Loire, and Sablé are the 4 appellations of Muscadet, that appellation. So Muscadet is an appellation, and then it has some sub-appellations inside there. The cool thing about Muscadet, can have some salinity because it's a maritime climate in Nantes. So chalky soil, so you get that minerality. So here we're going to start right off the bat. And both of these are from the very, very prolific and probably most popular region of Sablé. So there you go. Very, very golden in color. Look at that. Very nice gold, light gold in color. Now Muscadet is often doing a sur-lie. They don't necessarily leave it on the leaves, which are the spent yeast. They do that to give it more body and flavor. A lot of them don't do that. They go both ways on this. This is the Domaine de la Grenadier Muscadet Sablé. So it's from that popular region, and this is a 2019. It rolls in at $15. There you go. This is a North Berkeley, I believe a North Berkeley import wine. Yeah, very famous importers. Let's see what we get on the nose. I love that golden color. It says sur-lie right on it. I think I read that. Sur-lie, which means it's left on the leaves, a spent yeast to give it that extra body and flavor. And color, no doubt. A little bit of applesauce action on the nose. Very, very apple driven. Yeah. Can't get past the apples on this one. Maybe just a touch of melon as well. Let's see what we get. By the way, I skipped the most important part for all of you watching, and maybe you know already, I'm sure most of you do, Melon de Bourgogne is the grape that they use in Muscadet. So, you know, with French wines it can be really confusing. You might think, well, is a grape Muscadet? No, this is the appellation, the big appellation inside the Pays Nantais region. And it also has 3 other appellations besides Muscadet underneath it. And the most popular is the Sèvres Maine, which we are drinking right now. Melon de Bourgogne. A lot of us say Melon, Melon Blanc. Melon, just remember Melon. Let's see if we get on the palate. Very apple dripping on the palate. This is dry, crisp, beautiful wine. I'm getting like a Myers lemon thing underneath the apples. Minerality, big time. You talk about chalky soil. That really comes through on this wine, big time. That big kind of chalky minerality, which is really cool. Nice intensity on the finish. You kind of get that. It's not quite yeast, but it's headed that way. You get that kind of roundness of the yeast on the backside of this wine. Good intensity, good flow across the palate, nice acidity, good citrus notes that lie underneath the apple notes. A little bit of melon coming through as well. This is a wine that if you sat on the porch and just drank it by itself, it's good. It makes you think because there's a lot going on with this wine. I'm still tasting it on the edges of my tongue. It's really cool. This is a cool wine. I like it a lot. Yeah, the Surly really gave it some good gold color and nice intensity of flavor, but still bone dry, good minerality, good acidity. I like this wine. But this really does scream for mussels, clams, oysters, anything like that. You can have a white fish with this as well, be really good. Definitely don't have anything spicy with Muscadet because you're going to get that conflict with the acidity. But this is a beauty. I like it a lot. I'm going to go straight up A on that. That's a great Muscadet. By the way, how many of you actually go to Muscadet when you're looking in the wine section? You're actually going to have some oysters, or you're going to have some clams, or you're going to have some mussels. You know, do you actually think, Muscadet? Hey, Muscadet. A little rinse, not that we really need to on this one. So my French is not the best in the world, but let's look at the color on this one. Again, very golden. And I would bank on it saying Surly on this one. This is the 2017, so a couple years older. This is the Michel Delamou. Yeah, Michel Delamou. Harmony Muscadet from Sèvres Maine, just as I said, and it says Surly right on the label. So that Surly means it's been left on the lees. And it's kind of cool. Look at these labels. I'll show you this one. This one rolls in at $15 as well. There you go. I fell in love with Muscadet. There was one I used to drink all the time called Bossis Muscadet. It was bone dry. I don't believe it was Surly, so it wasn't left on the lees. So I didn't have that. It was a lot drier, showed a lot of minerality. Muscadet Harmony. Let's see what we get on the nose. Again, it's almost identical color. That is from Surly, leaving it on the spent lees. They do that up to maybe up to 3 weeks, even months. They'll leave it on the lees depending on what they want to extract from that. This has apple as well, not as applesauce driven as the other one. I do get a little lemon on the nose. There's definitely a melon component coming through as well. But it's definitely apple dominant. And I mean like more like a Honeycrisp. No, not Honeycrisp. More like a Red Delicious type apple. You know, they have so many apples now. You go in the apple section and you notice this. I mean, when I was a youngster, man, it was Granny Smith's, Golden Delicious, Red Delicious. That's about it. Now you have Honeycrisp and all these other ones. Cosmic, you know, crazy. Yeah, nice intensity on the nose. Let's see what we get on the palate. apples, lemons. Now, this is one that's really cool because it shows the salinity that can come into Muscadet, because Nantes has a maritime climate. They're pretty close to the water, to the ocean, and so you get that salinity that's really cool, kind of like a Vermentino. You know, they have that marine influence. It gives it that nice salinity. So it's like almost like somebody sprinkled a little bit of salt on an apple, and you bit into the apple, and then you just squirted a little bit of lemon in there, and then you took a bite of a honeydew melon. There you go. There you have it. Even getting a little white flower action. Now this one showed a little bit more of the chalky minerality than this one does. This is just laser on the finish. Both of them long finishes. This has just a little bit of that, like I said, that yeast, that spent yeast thing on the back end. But this one turns like from apple to lemon on the backside big time. Like this one as much as that one, but they're a little bit different, which is cool. You have two places from Sèvres, the appellation, probably the most popular appellation in Muscadet, that are just both. They're both A wines. I'm going to give this one an A as well. You're talking Muscadet, you're looking at these guys and you're saying, hey, Muscadet, that's what it should taste like. And I am jazzed about both of these. So next time you have some shellfish on your menu for dinner, if you're going out or even at home, seek out Muscadet. It's great with these. And this is just part one, so we're going to talk about two more and just talk more about this region and what it has to offer for us. And you know, like I said, $15. There's a lot. Most Sauvignon Blancs from New Zealand it's hard to find good Sauvignon Blanc under $15 anymore from New Zealand. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day. I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tell your friends about this channel. If you're enjoying it, let them know, hey, you can watch this guy talking about wine. And hopefully you're learning something, and hopefully you're having fun watching these episodes. You keep watching, and I'll keep helping you spend your wine dollars wisely.